today, as you can see, how to manage your time as you pursue your God-given goals, dreams, desires, purpose, whatever you want to call it. I have so many great tips I want to share with you guys today that I just had to jump on now. Zaina is downstairs watching Peppa Pig, but we're gonna get through this because this is some great stuff that I know is gonna help somebody today, especially if you know that you're struggling with managing your time and getting things done throughout your days. These tips are gonna help you. So, firstly, I just want to welcome you all here to my lives and thank you for joining me. If you're watching the replay, I'm so happy to have you here. Drop some love in the chat and let me know if you're loving this, if these tips have helped you, and just basically, also let me know topics that you guys would love to share, love for me to share on and to speak more about. So, this topic, I did do a poll in my stories on Instagram, and you guys said that you want to hear more about time management. And in all honesty, I think time management is one of my strengths. It's one of the things that I really, really do well. And it's one because, and I'm going to go into a few pointers, but I just want to say one of the reasons why time has always been my friend is because I always believe that it is. I never feel like if I am running out of time. I always tell myself, and I always have this belief that I always have enough time to do the things that I need to do. It's just the way it is, right? And I know as a mom, it is not easy. I am doing this live while Zaina is downstairs. She can call me at any time. And I'm not afraid of that because I know that the message that I want to share is so important that I don't make anything mean anything. And I think that's one of the biggest things, right? Getting into that belief that one, you have all the time in the world to do the things that you need to do. You need to believe that. How do you believe that? You tell it to yourself all the time. You tell yourself all the time that you have all the time in the world to do the things that you need to do. It is just simple. There's no question in it, okay? Just make it like that's the way it is. That is the truth, and that's your life, that's your experience, and that's just the way it is. And obviously you're going to start looking for every single opportunity that's going to show you that this is true, that this is real, that this is exactly what is happening in your life. So you're going to look for examples where it is showing up for you in your everyday life, examples that are just basically like reinforcing this belief that this is true. You have all the time in the world to do the things that you need to do. That's just the way it is. So let's get into this topic. It's so good because I feel like if as Christian women and obviously mom's wife, or even like if you're not a mom, if you're not a wife, but you have a busy life, right? Time is one of those things that we always feel like we have no control over. But I want to tell you now that our God, as Christian women, does not operate in time and space. And this is how miracles happen. Miracles happen when there's no explanation of how this thing appeared or how this thing happened in this time. Yet you pray for something and it happened right away. How does that happen? Because God does not operate in time and space. Time is a man-made concept. Time is a concept that humans made up so that we can track things and that we can measure things and that we can, basically put it into our limited brain and mind space, right? Because we are not able to really phantom. Remember, this world and what God created is just limitless, right? God is limitless. He can do anything. And so our minds are not able to phantom that. So therefore we have to bring it into some sort of a like capsule in which we can understand, and we do that through time. But when we understand again, this is the understanding part, that God is a God of unlimited possibilities. He does not operate in time and space, and therefore we do not operate in time and space if that's what we desire as well, right? Obviously, we can't go through life every single day not thinking about time and the things that we need to do, because we have to operate in the world. We need to live in the world, and we have to obviously go according to what the world and the society has created for us. But there are times in our lives where we also need to take control and take authority, and we can absolutely do that with time and our beliefs and all of these amazing things. So the first point that I have to say to you is that we are always going on in our lives about the doing, right? This is it. As busy people, oh, I need to get this done. What I need to do this. What am I doing? What am I doing? But one of the key things that I have done and have learned to do is get out of the doing and go into the being, right? Instead of, oh my goodness, what do I need to get done today? What is it I need to do? Instead, it's who am I being today? I am being joyful, I'm being grateful, I'm being peaceful, I'm being productive. This is who you're being, right? And then taking that intention, and we'll go into that a little bit later as well, and taking that throughout your day. Not what, oh my gosh, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to do this, I want to do this live, I want to do this video. It's not in the doing, it's who are you being. You're joyful. I am joyful. I am peaceful. I am productive. I have control of my time. That is who I'm being. And when you walk in that space of being, you then operate in that space. You take action from that space. So imagine if I'm telling myself every day, I am a person who has a minus amount of time to do the things that I want to do. So therefore, I'm going to operate like that, right? I'm not going to be in hustle energy, get this done, get this done. No, I know I have umpteenth amount of time to do the things that I need to do. And so therefore, I take time doing the things that I need to do because I know that I'm going to always have that time. Think about it, right? Like, let's put it in a way that you can understand it, right? For example, if you know that no matter what you ate, like think about these people who have really, really high metabolisms, right? Like my words are not even coming out because I'm so excited about what I'm sharing here. Think about if you have a high metabolism, somebody who really burns fat really, really, really fast, right? They can eat anything, ice cream, chocolate, cake, blah, blah, blah. It does not matter. They do not put on the weight. So therefore, they're going to enjoy that cake, enjoy that ice cream, enjoy those cookies. You're going to see them, oh, this is so delicious. They're enjoying it because they know, and no matter what, there's no consequences, right? They're healthy, they're burning off this fat, and it's absolutely fine. Compared to you and me who think, and this is where we have to kind of bring over these concepts into everyday life, and that's where I'm trying to do it now with the fitness part and my business and everything else, right? Is bringing this whole concept because it's the same concept for every area of our lives. It's just bringing it in and practicing it and making it a habit, right? And that's the work that we have to do. That's how we get to our higher selves. That's how we get, not even higher selves, but that's how we get to become our best selves, right? Working on these parts of ourselves. So me and you, or me, I might speak for you, I'm gonna be like, most of the times I'm eating a snack, I'm having some cake, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put on some weight, and therefore I'm eating it, but I'm not really enjoying it because I'm thinking, oh, I'm having this cake, but I'm gonna have to burn off some calories tomorrow. And that's not the way I want to think when it comes to weight, but that's what we do subconsciously, and that's the work that we need to get done, because then when you start thinking that way, then you're basically counteracting what you're doing. So you're eating this food to enjoy it and to really, have this amazing experience with the food, but then subconsciously you're thinking about the effects of it. And it's the same thing with your time. So therefore, if you're hustling to get something done because you want to get this other thing done, you are basically just not being present. You're not doing the thing as effectively, you're not being as productive. And because you're so focused on not having enough time, guess what? You're not going to have enough time. That's just the way it is. Self-fulfilling prophecies. God says that whatever we declare out of our mouth and in our thoughts, that is what happens, right? It comes to life because we have that ability as Christian, as humans in general, not even believers, but as humans, we have the ability to believe in something and create something. And that is how we are created in the image of God, right? We have the ability to do that. So the first thing is be. Who are you being? Are you being a person who knows she has unlimited amount of time to get the things done that she needs to get done? Of course you do. That is just locking in that belief. Being that person is what is going to set that time for you and make sure that you have everything that you need to set forth. It's not about the doing. It's not about what is it that you need to get done. It is about who are you being in this time and in this space, okay? And you have that ability to do that. So that's point number one. Point number two, starting your morning with God. As Christian believers, we have to start our mornings with God. Again, I said before, God does not operate in time and space, and He wants you to tap into that ability as well. He wants you to be able to live in that experience as well. And how do you do that? You spend time with Him, right? If you want to be, let's say, a really, really great athlete and you want to run really fast, what do? You go around people who are running really fast and you get a coach and you practice and you do those things. It's the same exact thing. And this brings me to read my word for today in my devotional, this devotion that I use called Jesus Calling. It's so perfect, right? And it says, because I is God speaking, God is I in the book, right? Because I am omnipotent, I'm able to bend time and events in your favor. You will find that you could accomplish more in less time after you have given yourself to me in rich communion. Amazing. I love this book. It's just so brilliant. Okay. This is exactly what God is saying to us. We can accomplish much more in less time after we give ourselves to Him. And this is why it is so important to start your day off reading God's Word, praying, sitting, listening to Him, hearing from Him, and doing all of those things, because you then are going to be able to get your power and get your authority and get everything that you need from God Himself, from the source Himself. Right? This is where you get unlimited amount of time, because you've already set yourself that intention. You've grounded yourself in the Word of God. You've grounded in yourself in who He is, and you understand that God does not operate in time and space, and neither do you. You don't need to, right? That's a choice that we make. I want to really make this clear. I want to also let you know about my own experiences. How many times, like for example, this morning, right? Well, normally I drop Zaina to school at 8:30, and I normally have like 3 hours. I have to get her back by 11:30. So most days I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to drop her off and the things I need to get done, blah, blah, blah. But lately, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to come home and I'm just going to spend this time with God as long as I need to. And then I'll get everything else done. And I can promise you, and I can really just let you know right now, when I do that, sometimes I'm there praying and journaling and doing all the things with God, reading my Bible, and I'm thinking I'm there hours doing this. I'm like, it must have been an hour. And I look at the time and it's just been 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And I'm like, that's not real, but that is the authority we have. This is the experiences that we get to live when we are in communion with God. It is so powerful. So start your day off with God. Simple. Make it a priority. And yes, I know people say, oh, well, get up a few minutes earlier. Yeah, do that if you have to. I do that sometimes. I get up at 7 sometimes, and I do what I need to do. Make it a priority, because you will see how throughout your day you're just getting stuff done because you dedicated that time to God. And God's like, don't worry about it. You spend that time with me. I'm going to give you all the time in the world to get everything that you need done. You have trusted me to give me that time, right, with you. I'm going to take care of it for you. That's what God's saying. And that's exactly how it comes. That is how we get to live. That's point number 2. Number 3, set the intention, right? After you've done this, right, so this goes back to point number 1 in the being, right? Point number 1 is kind of like a prefix into point number 3. Set your intention for the day. This is why I speak so much about journaling and writing your to-do list. This is why I created this book, Discover Your Inner Power, this journal, right? Because every single day I get to write out the things that I need to get done. A to-do list is so powerful. That is setting your intention for the day. This is what I need to get done. This is what I want to get done. And this is what my intentions are for the day. I want to get that done. Journaling, right? Journaling is important to get things out there, right? Everything that's going on in your head, I tell everybody that I speak with and some of my clients, write it out. Because if you don't write it out, thoughts and feelings are just going around in your mind and in your body, and you're not acknowledging it. When you write it out, you've acknowledged it. It comes to the surface, you put it out, and that's fine. Journal. So write out all the things that you want to get done for today, and it's there showing you. So you don't feel overwhelmed. I've got this A, B, C, D, E to get done, and I just don't know how. No, you're writing 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get this done. And you're going to get it done, because it's not as huge as you thought it was going to be. It's not. It's very simple. Most of the time, it's just about 5 things you need to get done anyway, right? And you just need to understand that time that you have, you're going to get it done. You will. Just tell yourself that, and you will. When anxiety comes and the overwhelm comes and you're like, oh, no, I don't have that time. Stop. God, I trust you. I have the time. Simple. And keep it moving. I like to say that because that's what I have to do for myself as well. When I feel overwhelmed about something, I'm like, wait, Zanny, wait. God, I trust you. We're going to get this done. Just stop. Just acknowledge it. See that it's coming up for you. Set the intention. This is what I need to get done today, and I'm going to get it done. And if I don't get it done, it's okay. That's the other part. It's okay if you don't get it done, because you can do it tomorrow. And if it's something that you really needed to get done today, then prioritize it and do that first thing, right? Like for me, I really wanted to get this live done when I have good lighting and everything else. My husband is not here. But I'm like, you know what? If I don't get it done, it's absolutely fine. If Zaina's screaming in the background, it's absolutely fine. At least it's getting done. And I get to put this out here and I get to share this information with you. And that is all that matters. It doesn't have to be perfect. as long as it's done. And even if it's not done, it's absolutely going to be fine. I could do it tomorrow anyway. That's the kind of attitude that you need to have. Do not be attached to getting something done. Do not be attached to anything. That's the whole point of it, right? When you're attached to something, it means like if it's not get done, then it means something about you. It means like you're not good at time or you're not good enough. And that's a lot of things that we need to work through. That all of that is emotional traumas that we have to work through, where we make things mean something about us. That's the problem, and that's where the issue is. I was reading this book. It's called Meta Human by Chopra. Maybe chopping up his name, Deepak Chopra, and it's so powerful. And I actually highlighted something that I read last night. It was saying that we are not gonna get away from the experiences that we've had from birth, right? It doesn't make us who we are. The experiences don't make us who we are. What makes us who we are and what makes a difference in our lives is how we feel about the experiences that we go through from birth. And that is super powerful, because you can see two people growing up together having the same exact experiences, but therefore feel differently about the experiences and they have different outcomes. It's always about how you feel, how you believe about something, your belief about something, and how you're able to basically interact with that experience, right? So therefore, set that intention right now that even if you don't get the things that you want to get done today, it's okay. It doesn't mean anything about you and what you're not able to do. It's just that you didn't get to get it done. Simple. And you can do it again. You can do it tomorrow, right? Set that intention. Then I want to also say this. Don't wait for one specific time to get something done. I think as moms, we do that all the time. Oh, when the babies go to sleep, I'm going to get this done. And I know there's some things that you need to get done when the kids go to sleep or when they go out. I get it. But stop putting everything off for that time. Try and get as much done when you can, because what is happening in our lives, right, is that we constantly putting things off for this right time. It's always that big events, small events for the right time. There's never going to be a right time because life happens. We are moms. We need to get that through our head. We are moms, and it doesn't mean that because we are moms, we can't write a book. We can't run a business. It doesn't mean any of that. Again, the feelings behind the experience and the meanings that we attach to it. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that we get to create a balanced life in which we exist with our kids and we get things done. So now Zayn is downstairs watching Peppa Pig, and it's fine. I'm not gonna let her watch Peppa Pig all day, but while I'm doing this live, she could watch Peppa Pig. That's fine. So I could do this live, or I could get something done for like an hour. But I'm also gonna make sure that I am fully balanced and I get to spend time with her when I'm finished, and I don't make me feel guilty about making her watch this Peppa Pig show, because I want to get stuff done. And I think as mom, we make ourselves feel guilty for doing the things that we need to get done. Let it go. And I think that's one of the things I really do well. I don't make myself feel guilty about getting things done or what I need to get done. Zayna goes to school because I want to get things done. I want some time for myself. That's important to me, right? And I'm not going to feel bad about that. She watched some TV shows while I get stuff done. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to feel bad about that. And I think as moms and as women, we make things mean so many things. And we have guilt and we have shame around certain things that are just not even necessary. All right? It's not necessary. So get things done when you can. When the baby sleeps and you want to sleep, take a nap. You're tired. What are you going to get done if you're trying to power through when the baby is sleeping? Take a nap and don't feel bad about the nap. It is what you need within this time. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Get things done when you can. Stop putting things off for this big time when the baby sleeps and when this happens and when this happens. Get it done. If you can do it now, just condition yourself to get things done. I do work while Zaina's doing other stuff. I do little pockets of things when I can, because I'm a mom and a wife and I'm running a business and I'm starting a business. I'm doing all of these things, and I'm not going to put it off for when she goes to school alone or for when she sleeps, because it may never happen. Okay, I've published 2 books. I've written a journal. I've done so many things with a toddler. And people are like, how do you do this? It's because I'm not waiting for this big time when she goes to sleep. Because when she goes to sleep, I'm tired. Mama's going to watch some TV. Mama's going to read a book. Mama's going to sleep. Okay? Mama hasn't got time to do nothing else. Right? And don't feel guilty about this. This is just the way that it has to be. Let it go. Okay, our life are full of responsibilities, and we have to be aware of the feelings and the attachments that we have to these things. Stop. Just let it go. Okay, you have unlimited amount of time. You just have to prioritize the things that you want to get done so that you can get it done. Zane is calling me now. So I'm gonna wrap up. Right? So the other thing, don't procrastinate. Come, darling, come. Don't procrastinate on the things that you want to get done. I know sometimes, you just put your feet up and you just remembered something that you need to get done and you're like, oh God, I don't want to move. I get it. I've done that so many times, right? Like last night, I was preparing for this live and I was just shut down everything and I was lying down and I was meditating. But guess what? At nights is when I get all my ideas. And most of the times my eyes are burning. I'm like, I don't even want to pick up my phone to go in my notes section. But I remember, this is when the stuff comes. So I'm like watching at my laptop because that's the notes I have there. Right? This is time when things come to me. So I had to turn on my light, take up my phone and write in my notes section because then it would not get done. And I remember putting this point down. Don't procrastinate. Just get it done. If you get inspiration during that time, oh look, see, this is what happens. See now? Everybody's gonna help you to move forward with your time management that I've created absolutely free. One is my free relaxation audio that's really going to help you every single night to just sit back, relax, and just understand that you are in control of your time. That's one. So if you want that, reach out to me, send me a message. I will send it to you absolutely free. And I also have a 5-minute miracle morning hack that I recorded, also on audio, absolutely free. It's going to help you every single morning to spend that time with God and set yourself up for a very productive and peaceful and joyful day. Those are my 2 resources, absolutely free. Reach out to me. If you love some of these things or all of these things that I've shared with you today and you want support in doing that, that's exactly what I do. I'm a Christian life coach and I help you women, Christian women, one, to really heal through all of our emotional traumas I was just speaking about there and our emotional wounds. And I also help with time management because that's something that I do very, very, very well, so that we can joyfully pursue the calling that God has placed in our lives. Not in overwhelm, not in stress, not feeling like if we're not good enough. We're going to get to the heart of all of those things. We're going to heal through them and we're going to set ourselves up for success. Okay, that is what I do. So if you need help with that, you want to go further into that, I would love for you to reach out to me. I have one-on-one programs where I work with you one-on-one so that you could get the outcome that you need, which is joyfully pursuing your purpose, taking that time, getting time, being in control of your time, being able to manage your time wisely and get stuff done, right? Get to the heart of the matter, which is those emotional pains, bring them up to light, heal through them. I'm not healing it for you. God is, and I'm gonna help you. Oh, well done, darling. Somebody went to the toilet by herself. We're going to help you to really give it to God, let it go, release it to Him, and allow Him to come into your life and work through that, restore you, heal you, and just basically make you into the woman that He wants you to be so that you can carry out His purpose here on earth. If that's something that you would love to do, reach out to me. I'd love to have a chat, and reach out to me for those resources. Can't wait to get them to you. All right, that's all I wanted to share with you today. I'm so happy I get to get it done. Don't worry, Zayna interrupted us for a bit, but have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye, guys. Thanks for joining me.